Hi, everybody. This is Jerry Garrettson, Tabea Law. Today, we're going to be talking about the green card again. The green card, a layman's guide through the I-130, and this is part 3. We are, of course, a immigration-only company and practice just immigration law across all 50 states. I am here to be your partner, your guide to the immigration world. I want you to please subscribe right now. You can see it here. Subscribe to this channel. You're going to want to sign up for the notifications and also like if you like. Okay, so here we are. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it because this is part 3 of a series. I don't know how long it's going to be. It's going to be a long series. So if you need to find out where we're at, first of all, you can go to uscis.gov. That's where you're going to find the I-130 form. But what you can do is, I'm not going to go over all that right now because we already have. Go watch the past 2 videos, part 1 and part 2 of the guide to the I-130. Okay, the layman's guide to the I-130. All right, so here we are. I want to pick up where we left before in part 2. This is part 3. We're on the first page. You'll see at the top, it'll say petition for the alien relative. This is the petitioner is the person that is a U.S. citizen or the green card holder. Of course, the U.S. citizen can sponsor immediate relatives, which is your spouse, or it's going to be your unmarried child under 18, right, son or daughter, and or a parent. And in this case, the USC would need to be over 21. And so that's it. They can also sponsor brothers and sisters, married children, unmarried children over 18, but that's a whole different series. Okay, we're just covering the I-130 here. So the LPR can also, the legal permanent resident, can also sponsor a spouse and a child. But let's, so if you're looking at the form right now, you have the form I-130. It's 12 pages long. You'll go ahead and scroll down. You'll see relationship. Says you are the petitioner. So it's the petitioner that is filling this out. It's the U.S. citizen or the legal permanent resident. It is not the beneficiary. The beneficiary does not fill this out. And now the beneficiaries in here, of course, that's the relationship we're trying to establish. It's the petitioner, the U.S. resident, or U.S. citizen or LPR, and the foreign immigrant that's looking for an immigration benefit, or in other words, to get the green card. That's the beneficiary. That's the person that's a foreign party that is not born in America and is not here, or the petitioner is trying to get that person into this country. That's the beneficiary. Okay, so here the petitioner is filling this out. And you can see you're going down there. Part 1, you're just pretty simple. I'm filling this out for you're putting it down right there. You're putting the X through spouse, parent, brother, sister, or child. Next question, you're filling out this petition for your child, parent. Select the box that describes your relationship. So you just go through and answer the questions. If the beneficiary is your brother or sister, are you related by adoption? Just answer the question. You're checking boxes. That's all you're doing here. At the end of the process, when you submit your application, you're not going to just submit an application. You're going to send evidence with the application, which will include, of course, birth certificates, marriage certificates, if you're married, divorce, if there's divorce, and just a host of evidence. And the idea is that you want to prove to the government that this is a legitimate relationship, that this is true. You are... if it's a spouse, then it's not a fraudulent marriage. That's another whole topic, but that's it. If you go to part 2 on page 1, you'll see information about you. Who are they talking about? Who's filling it out? It's not the beneficiary. It's not the person that's getting a immigration benefit. It's talking about the U.S. citizen or the legal permanent resident that are petitioning the foreign immigrant. So there, you're going to put your A number if you have one. Now, if you're a U.S. citizen, you don't have an A number. You're born here, you don't have one. Okay. if you are a legal permanent resident, you do have your A or your alien number, and you would put that right there. If you are, and then next, if you have an online account, which you don't have to have one, you put that here, the USCIS online account, then your social security number, you put that there. And generally, a U.S. citizen and the LPR is going to have a social security, and then, so you'll put it right there. And then you're going to put your full name, family name, given name, middle name. Okay, so that's page 1. We're going to go down to page 2, and we will do this in the next section, which will be part 4. Let me go ahead and read our scripture for the day. It's Genesis 1:29. It says, and God said, behold, I have given you every herb-bearing tree which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in which the fruit of the tree yielding seed, to you it shall be for meat. And again, I want to say thank you for being with me today. Of course, I am your partner, your guide to the world of immigration. And please subscribe, like, and set the little bell, hit that little bell so you'll be notified when the new videos come across. Okay, thank you so much, and you have a great day.